Um, it's so funny. Everybody's joining the waiting room now. So, yeah, there's not much tonight. I just want to be able to answer anybody's questions if you have questions. And then I want to see, like, for those of you who are, up and rocking and shit like that, I want to know, like, what's the number one thing you're doing in your business that's working?
Sorry.
Just share the wealth. So, yeah, I know Dom has like another class at like 7:30 or something like that. So we can utilize this time to make sure y'all get your questions answered. Um, the Chris that's in here, which Chris is that? Is that Credit Chris? I want to know like what funnels are working for y'all and stuff like that too.
Ugh. Ah,
There must have not been Credit Chris. He did.
you say hi.
No questions tonight. I know there's some new people as well. Like if you have questions about any like modules or stuff like that, and you put new modules in there, right?
Hell yeah.
So there's some new modules inside of the back in the Credit Influencer Academy.
Setup section.
Okay, in the system setup section.
I redid all of the credit business credit business system setup, that whole funnel process. And then I also redid all the digital product funnels as well. That whole setup.
So what part of the digital product, like the creation of it, or
Yeah,
like
so what I did is like the content to cash summit that we did, the funnel that we used for that, I have that funnel in there now. So if you're going through that process of building out your digital product and you realize that you don't have the funnel that I'm teaching you on, just let us know and we can always drop it into your funnel because it's newer. Like we're updating things. So
I have a question.
Okay,
yeah,
what's
please.
I'm more of the in the still at the beginning stages. So my question is about the LLC. I think you guys said that Florida was a good place to LLC it. Then we need a virtual address,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to know that need to be in Florida as well, or that
Yeah.
need to be in this. Okay.
Yeah, I would get it in Florida as well. At least like the registered agent for sure. And then like, if you go to get funding in the future or anything like that, you can always forward your mail to your house wherever you live if you need to do that.
Okay. All right, and I looked it up, and it was a couple other states that it said would allow credit repair in those other states. Is there anything particular I should be looking for, or just go with Florida? Make myself on myself.
I would just go with Florida just because it's safe. Like that's
Okay.
where I would go.
Okay. And then I found a what is it? A virtual office. Well, not a virtual office. It's a virtual address rather that has registered agent included, for free, and it's like $10 a month. You don't see any reason why that shouldn't work, right?
No, I would go with that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Then that's all my questions for now.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
You're welcome.
If you have more, come back and ask. um,
Steven, is a registered agent just as good as a virtual address? Yeah, so the registered agent is like if you were to be served papers at any point, it's like where those papers were to go. And the registered agent is what pops up when they look up your entity or look up your LLC, like in doing an entity search online. So that's why, we always say to get a virtual office or registered agent. Like the verbiage in it can be like interchange kind of a little bit, but like registered agent is like who would accept if you were to be served any like legal documents or anything like that. But virtual office is like what you would use on your bank applications for funding and things like that.
all right, cool. Looks like they're the thumbs up. Interesting. Anybody else got any questions or any input on like stuff that's been working for you? things that maybe other people should know.
Hey, this is Crystal. I have some I have a lot of questions, but Crystal Clark, y'all know I'll be giving y'all reps, y'all, because but I have a question because everything I've been doing, I've been funding out of pocket. So like I'm looking at like my credit report, like I'm down to zero on one credit, no bad negative accounts because y'all know I'm country, no negative accounts on one, and like one on Experian and TransUnion. So like, where do I begin? Because I'm drained. Because I am drained.
So you're, oh my God, he's throwing me. So you're at the process now where you need to begin to rebuild your credit. Is that right?
No, I rebuilt it because I started our program last year. I started at 4, so I'm like at like 650 now. So I have my, and I got probably about 5 accounts. I got my over 2,500. I got my installment accounts. I have everything, but I don't know where to begin with the business funding. Now I do have a Navy Federal, but when I tried to get the account, it's saying that I need to start a savings account for an additional 250.
Is that personal savings?
It's for the business. I have a savings account and a personal checking account, but of course I just got my EIN and my LLC. I did mine in Montana. So when I applied for the business account, it's saying it's mandatory for LLCs to now start a savings.
So interesting. When we opened our business stuff, we did open a business savings as well. But I don't remember there being at the time, this was a couple of years ago, I don't remember there being a minimum deposit amount. I would call and ask somebody, like if you haven't done that already, I would just call. Okay, Denise, 250 to open checking account.
I mean, if that's their requirements at this very moment, that's their requirements at this very moment.
Yeah.
But Navy Federal is
Yeah, for the check-in, I know, but for the check-in, I know for the 250, but they're saying I have to open up a savings as well.
So the savings is kind of like on the personal side where you have to open up a savings because of the like the contribution. I can't think of the word right now for it, but because they're a credit union, so they have you open a savings and a checking at the same time. So so that's what their requirement would be. So I would call them and ask if it's 250 in between both of them or if it's 250 in each, like if you're not sure. Or if Denise knows the answer.
Somebody said you can literally take it right out after you open it.
Yeah, there you go.
So, I mean, if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. But again, like, that's not the only bank.
Yeah.
So, which of your credit reports is the best one?
My Equifax.
Can somebody drop some banks in the chat that are best for Equifax? Like when it comes to business credit? So, is it, well, what state are you in?
I'm in Texas.
But you said, no. Hold on. Somebody said DCU, Truist. Truist gonna bless her.
Yeah.
There you go. That's 2 more banks right there. Somebody said, I open a business account with Mercury Simple Process. Check the chat. They dropping some information in the chat right there. But I've seen people get bags from both of those places. So
definitely Truist for sure.
You got Navy, but I mean, if that don't work out, you got 2 more right there. But as far as where to start, the first thing is I would like Truist and DCU. I would try to get the personal cards first. Like, what's the highest limit you have on the personal side? I mean, I didn't mean to like put you on the spot or anything.
That's okay. Personal side is 2,500 for 2,500 for Capital One.
Okay. All right. So
and then I have like a installment loan that's like 2.5, and then I have Milestone got me, but I'm dealing with it. But
yeah.
I got I got a couple.
Okay. So what I would be focusing on for like the next 3 to 4 months is trying to get higher limits on the personal side. So like Apple, like the Apple credit card. Have you tried to apply for the Navy Federal on the personal side?
No, I did do the pledge loan and paid that off.
Okay, I would try to get the Navy Federal personal card first before trying to go after the business card. Reason being, that's what we did. So like we just know that process typically works. Somebody gets in on Navy Federal, they get the personal card, they got a high chance of getting the business card. It's like, why would you deny me? You just approved me for the business. I mean, person.
I would just make sure that any open accounts that you currently have that are in good standing, that they're paid under 30% at least before you apply for an
Yeah.
Fed. I would definitely
You
do that.
don't. Yeah, you want to not use those cards. What's some other ones? Citibank, they give like, like 6K, 8K limits. And when that's gonna help you when you go and apply for the business cards, them seeing that you have those higher limits on the personal side. So that's where I would start.
Got it.
Once
Thank
you
y'all.
establish that, give it like 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months, Cool.
Beating me up.
And then if y'all got any other personal credit card spots, like I have them all in like the list inside of the business credit bundle, and all of y'all have our lenders list. So I think we've updated that a few times where a lot of the cards and shit are like all there. But if y'all got personal cards for her, PenFed, pull from Equifax, bang, they give out high limits. At least I be seeing people get like 10K and up over there. So yeah, just keep dropping resources in the chat. Who else has questions? Like, is everybody's funnels working? And like, what offers are y'all pushing? Like, what works for you? Like, people just got their tax return. I didn't get a tax return, but people get their tax returns
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Those
And it's
days are
like,
long
what have
gone.
you been doing to be able to capture those sales and be able to stand out? I hope everybody realizes, like, I was having like a conversation with somebody the other day, and I was like, damn, if you realize that 99% of people who come and see you the first time are not going to buy, wouldn't you think it's like so important to focus on the back end and the follow up? Like so important, right? So I want to know, what have y'all been doing to capture those leads and then be able to like make those sales now when people actually have money? Like, what have you guys been doing? Somebody tell me something. Somebody been making sales. Like, Lord have mercy. Who's been making sales?
Real quick, Mikhail. Hey, I ain't making sales yet, but I need a merchant account. I got a quick story too that first, so let me not forget, I definitely need a merchant account because I tried to get one. I've been trying to get one and it's been crazy. But I've been posting. I hate social media, but I've been posting every day for the last like 10 days. So I remember one video you said they should be getting sick of you. Something like that. And I'm
It should
like,
be annoying.
it should be annoying. So I went to work today and one of my employees was like, man, you are so annoying on Instagram. He was like, man, I'm thinking about unfollowing you, but I can't. And I was like, yeah. And then you came to my head instantly. I work in a prison too. You came to my head instantly. I'm like, that means I'm doing something right. So man, I appreciate that. So I've been posting once a day, every day. So I'm finna go up to 2. But I definitely need that merchant account though. High risk.
Yeah.
So
shout out to you, number one. Like that's, yeah, either unfollow me or buy from me. Period. Exactly. It's like what you need to be here for.
So as far as the merchant account, we personally didn't use a merchant account. Like we used in the very beginning, we used like Cash App and Stripe, I want to say. And I don't advise that you use them, obviously, for the high risk reasons. But we at the end we're using QuickBooks, and we just entered our business in there as a consulting business. And then when I would send the invoices to people, I would do that it was for 6 months of consulting. And I liked QuickBooks because it would transfer to our bank pretty quick, like a couple days. And then it also would be in my QuickBooks. So when I go to do my accounting later, it's there. And they were able to pay in multiple different ways. So like we never had to go and get a merchant account. And then for digital products, we just use Stripe.
Right. So simplify the whole process. Get QuickBooks, get Stripe. He said I put credit services on my invoice. Never repair. Okay, yeah. I don't put anything credits. I don't put anything credit. Period. Does that make sense,
Okay,
though?
cool.
Like,
Definitely.
just get QuickBooks. Right. 'Cause
And
once
you can just get the cheap one, the online one. Like you don't need, like I do all my bookkeeping and stuff through the cheap one. I've never had to upgrade.
Right. QuickBooks, yeah. Because I feel like with the system, you guys, like when you go through the system, when you talk to somebody on the phone, you have to invoice them. Like you have to invoice them. So it's like the invoice is gonna come from wherever you send it, which is gonna be QuickBooks.
Now it's just gonna say life help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sir.
But good
You are
question, so.
drooling next. You are drooling.
720. Anybody else have questions? Like somebody, so Zaki said prayer. Now you're saying prayers, how you've been helping to convert the people? Like, yo, I know sales gotta be up for people right now, y'all. Like this is time. You know, the big January might be slow because everybody done burnt out all their money. But nah, not right now.
March is a big month.
March is a big month.
Yeah, because people have till April 15th to put their taxes in.
So this little period right now. Okay. Cool. Anybody have questions, Steph? Tiffany? Everything smooth? No questions? Okay, everything smooth? Okay, good. I've seen a couple people been getting their first sales this month too. So shout out to y'all, man. I just look at it as a numbers game, man. Where y'all make them mock-ups, place it. So I made those mock-ups actually. But
Not all of them.
not all of them. So yeah, place it. So Canva and place it for
Here,
sure.
move. Sit. I'll show real quick. You sit here.
All right.
I got 8 minutes.
8
Let's
minutes.
see. Yeah, I got to get on my other call. On my mentorship call. All right. All right. Let's see. What the hell? Oh, here we go. Let me get my stuff pulled up here. Canva. Place it. Oi. So I use both Placeit and Canva interchangeably. It just really depends on what I'm doing. But I'm going to share my screen in just a second. I'm just logging in everywhere. So
The first asset, bro, is get 3 screenshots or 4. That's what I did.
of what?
Stripe.
Oh, okay. All right, let me share my screen now.
Or phone screenshots.
Yeah, so the easiest thing to do is to grab screenshots from your phone or screenshots from your computer for when you go to actually put them in, but it'll make sense in a second. Okay, so what I do is what smartphones asking about is like the mock-ups, like where you have the computer, the phone, the iPad, all that stuff, and you have it all together. And then maybe you want to throw like your picture behind it or in front of it, etc. Right? So if you go to Placeit is not free, it does cost. But if you get the done for you with us, then we typically make a mock-up for you if you're selling a digital product. So just that note. But if you come here, you just go to mock-ups and then digital, and then they have a bunch of different ones here that you can choose from, or you can just look up like keyword searching up in here. I already have this one pulled up. So it's the book, the iMac. So I'm just going to click on this one. So what I like about this is it's already going to give me my my pixels, like of my dimensions of what I need. So just to do the book cover, like it's 800 by 1200. So then I go to Canva.
Yo.
Yeah, like you. Just kidding. So make sure it says pixels and not inches. And then I do 800 by 1200. Okay. And then you can put whatever you want on the book. So if you have a design here for like an inquiry removal guide or whatever it is, or like typically a book is a book or a guide of some kind, but you would just make sure that your image fits on this. Okay. So let me just grab one of these just to show All right, this is already a template that's already done. So I'm just going to do share, download. I always up the quality of the image to at least 1.5. I'm not going to do transparent background, and I'm going to do download. I'm going to go back to place it. And then I'm going to click there and then go to import from downloads. Oh, no, just kidding. Upload from device. Yo, his mouse is so touchy. Why is it not working? Sometimes Chrome does this. Hold on. What the hell? It didn't even download any of that. I hate his computer. It's too much going on. All right, let me see. I hear Mikhail out there. All right, let me grab. This isn't going to fit, but we're just going to use this if I can. Let's see if it'll work. Stupid. All right, hold on. Let me get out of Chrome and go to Safari. I don't know why Chrome's being weird. There we go. Okay. I'll just use this. This was an old pricing sheet. Okay, so this like gray area behind, okay, it's gonna show up weird. So if you look on the right-hand side where it has the live preview, you can see how there's like a white edge at the top and at the bottom. So if I just take this bar and I zoom it in, okay, this image does not fit, but for some reason it's not downloading on his computer. But just to show you, like, that's exactly how you do it, okay? And then you would just click crop and it would fit to the size right here. And then you have to grab this here. This is the spine of the book. And that is right here, 1200 by 100. And on there, like when you make it, you just grab your text and then have it so that it's up and down, like when you create it. And then same thing for your computer, for your iPad, and then for the phone too. Like you just make your images so that they're the perfect pixels. So if you don't have, hold on, let me make sure waiting room people get in. If you don't have Place It, or you just like are like, I'm not paying for that, then Canva is your other option. They do have some options here. I have to hop off in 2 minutes, but okay. So you go to elements and you can't search like iPad and stuff like that. So if you look up tablet, it'll pull up different frames for tablets, okay? So whenever you see this image in the middle, that means that you can click and drag an image in there. So I can click and drag. Don't mind these pictures. These are my kids are on Canva all the time. All right, Denise, I'm going to use your thing just as an example, okay? So I was able to click and drag Denise's image into the iPad, okay? Clearly it doesn't fit. Like this square image would probably work better on something else, but not that. But just so you know. And then you can also look up computer, or let's see, laptop. You just want to look for the frames category, and then you're always going to have like the different size. So I actually if you go to, what's it called? The Credit Influencer Academy System Setup section, I actually just made a video the other night because I was making like a fake mock-up, and I actually went through this whole process and made like fake mock-ups, like just to show, like for example. And then for phone, you search phone, and then you'll get an iPhone here. So I'm literally doing exactly what Place It has going on. I'm just making it myself. Okay. And then they have books, but I think you can look up ebook. No. been a while since I usually just use Place It because I think it's easier, but. And I'll show you one other trick too. Hold on. All right, this is not gonna have it. Damn, and I gotta get on my other call. All right, but then if you wanted to upload like your image, here, let me just grab a person. Okay, like he's already cut out, obviously, so like you can put him off to the side. Just make sure you don't put him in the phone like that, or he'll like be in the phone, so you just have to like kind of move him to where you want him. But if you upload a picture like this and you need to remove the background, just make sure you have the picture selected, click edit photo, and then background remover. This is literally what I did in that training that I just made. And then you can do that. All right, and then you can add words, do whatever you want. And then if you want like your individual pictures, because sometimes people like to have the individual products saying like, this is what is, you know, you can expect in this bundle, then I would just duplicate this and then get rid of all the extra stuff and have like one be the computer, one be the iPad, and then I would just save those individually so I can upload them. All right, I'm gonna get Mikhail. Mikhail?
Is it too late to join the other mentorship with UMA?
No, you can join if you want. It's actually like right now. That's what I'm going to do. So we've done 2 of the 4 live classes that we're doing. So tonight is the second live class. So if you want to join,
is it worth it?
I mean,
you
I think it is. You get all the recordings and all that stuff, and then you get a private Slack channel with May and I.
Okay, cool. So then, I can go back and listen to the last 2, well, the one and then tonight.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Okay, thank you.
You got it. All right, let me grab Mikhail. Mikhail, I gotta switch with you. Huh? I gotta go do my call. You gotta go in there.
Let's try to join up. Where are you?
All right, so I guess I'll do my call upstairs. All right, bye guys. I hope that helped. But I can go deep, like dive deeper into that another time when I have more time. Go ahead. I think Weston, did you put the laptop on my bed?
All right, you guys. Is there any other questions? Let's see here. I missed all of that. Okay, so she showed how to make the mock-ups. Cool. Any other questions, you guys? Or anything that's been working for y'all or anything like that? What funnels and shit like that have y'all been working? Like has low ticket been working for people? I know a lot of people had got on to like the low ticket wave. I was talking to Melanie the other day. I didn't even know she had a low ticket product. Like everybody got a low ticket wave. How's that working for you guys? And then I know maybe a lot of you guys are doing done for you. I cannot turn my notifications off for anything. A lot of you guys are doing like done for you services, like credit repair services. Like how's that going? Like, is there anything that people need to look out for with the clients? Like anything like that? And yeah. And then like creative wise, like I feel like right now I'm kind of like getting back into like creative mode where it's like I can like create new shit and I'm like, damn, like what's next? Like, you know what I mean? Like just sitting down like our team the other day, I think was it on Monday. And I was just like, I mean, business is cool. Like now it's like what do we create next? Like what do we do next? So those 3 stages, like just let me know how y'all are doing. That's
Real quick, bro, you said something. I watched. It was I forgot. It was in the archives, kind of. But you said something that hit me, bro. You said you got out of, because I'm waiting on business funding. I got a couple applications out there. But you said once you got the funding, you got out of desperate mode and got into creative mode, and that kind of changed your life. That statement right there was like crazy.
Yep. Yeah, that's why like I build funnels. Like I build funnels, I sell courses, I build courses and stuff like that. But I'll never stop teaching people about credit. because I know what it did for me. Like it literally changed my life. Getting access to that funding, like I think it was like him 500. He was like we got the motivation, we got the swag, we think we the best. We all think we the best, and it's like the only thing we missing is the funding behind it because ain't nobody gonna put us on. So it's like I'm about to go put myself on. I'll pay for the funding so that I can get in front of thousands of people, and then I'm gonna pop my shit. Like that's exactly what I'll do. But yeah, that gets you out of survival mode because when you have, you know, $50,000, $100,000 in funding, and I don't even think people need that much, but that just gives you a lot of wiggle room. It gives you a lot of wiggle room. You can start hiring like everybody. When I first got into like the online space again and like wanted to create a digital product, the first thing I did was I joined Neo Davis. He's the GOAT, man. Nehemiah Davis, the GOAT. I joined his 5-day challenge. And his 5-day challenge was like all around like creating a digital product, a course. And shit, one of the things he said was like, hold on, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. My phone keeps buzzing. But nonetheless, Nehemiah Davis, he is the GOAT. So you should go check him out. That's number one. And whenever I figure out what the hell I was saying, I'll say it again.
I'm having fun
I
making
know you was.
content.
I mean, I mean, I love the way you said it got you into. Once you got that fun, and it got you into creative mode, and it was over with from there.
Yeah. Yep. I just found my notes from that day too. It was insane. Um, so you're trying to get into creative mode, right? Once you get that funding.
Absolutely, because I'm starting to. I had a little funding business going. It was going decent, but then everybody needed credit repair, and I didn't want to do credit repair. I definitely didn't, but I was like, I got to do it. So that's what I've been in the last 3 weeks, is just trying to build everything because I want to do it the right way. So that's why I'm pretty much almost done with that. So
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people run the funding business play, and then it always comes back to credit repair. Is that how it is?
definitely, I mean, because 9 times out of 10, most of the people need credit repair. Even if they got good credit, they still got 8 or 9 inquiries or 12. Especially, I deal with a lot of real estate investors, so they still end up needing it anyway. So I felt like I might as well kind of double dip on that side as well as I do kind of real estate fix and flips.
Yeah. Okay. Started a funding business in 2022, then focused on credit at the end. Yeah. I feel like funding is a good marketing tool to lead with because you'll attract the business owners. But then it's always going to come back down to the credit. So, yeah. Anybody else have questions? It is.
This Crystal again. I do have a question. So, finding somebody to fix the credit, because again, I'm trying to get business funding, but I have a little client. So, like, as far as I know, Key was telling us about, we can go through that app, but I can't afford that. So, where can I go to kind of get some help? Because I'm a little bit overwhelmed with my little 5 clients that I have.
You mean as far as help for
To fix the credit, because I use this Disputes Fox, so credit repair virtual assistant.
okay. So you already have the clients?
Yeah, I have the clients. It's just I'm just trying to get more clients. Like my TikTok, like I have like a lot, like a lot of views. I'm getting like 3,000
Oh,
views.
oh. So listen, the way I run the credit repair business is I'm not doing onlinejobs.ph. That's a good place to go and
Okay.
find a VA that can, but you gotta pay. Like you gotta pay to play with the joints, right? So
Yeah.
she's saying she doesn't have the way the business should run, it should run like, okay, I market or I tell people I do credit, people pay me. I take the money that they pay me and I pay my assistant to do the work. That way I'm always up. I ain't never down. So to
True.
be down right now is like, well, shit, you kind of like running backwards if I'm keeping it a bean. So what you got to do now is you have to go and establish a relationship right now with the dispute manager Someone said freelancer.com is free. Key, can you explain how she could utilize freelancer.com right now in her situation? Because like,
Please.
yes. Because the way I teach it, like I will be teaching you, like I'm going against what I teach. You're already going against what I would teach.
Sorry.
So I didn't grasp
No, let
the
me get
whole
you right.
I didn't grasp the whole story. So she's saying she already has credit repair clients. She's just looking for someone to do the disputes.
Yes, because I've been doing them, but I'm overwhelmed because I work full time.
Okay, so if you just go to freelancer.com and make an account, you can do like a job posting and search for a credit repair specialist there. But I do prefer onlinejobs.ph over freelancer. But if you just need something right now, you just need a dispute manager right now, then that's where you would go. Or you can use Upwork too, but Upwork is more so for not that, but
Right.
you can use.
She might have to go get the clients, and it's like a sticky situation because you want to make sure that you're going to be servicing the clients that you have. Like that's first and foremost. So to be able to do it, if you can't do it, you might be having to come out of your pocket again. Like to be able to, like, are those people paying you or are they just free customers?
No, they're paying me, which, like I said, I'm doing it like by myself. So I mean,
You gonna
I'm
have to
doing
use
it. I do need to get the help, but it's just like, I'm paying for my funnels, I'm paying for my ebooks to be my digital products, all that stuff I've already got uploaded. I just need to push that stuff too. But again, I'm funding all this stuff out of pocket. So
Yeah, you don't need any money to make money. That's for sure. You just have to. How many videos have you put on YouTube this week?
you had to go there. I haven't did none. I haven't did
If you
none
want
today.
law of reciprocity, y'all, listen. Law of reciprocity. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have like over 1,000 videos, and a lot of those videos have under 20 views. Because again, even when nobody's looking, I'm still projecting out to the universe what I want to receive back. And I feel as though that's how you get what you want. You got to serve on a high ass level. And I don't know how else to like teach it to people, but like that's what me and Dominique did. If you go look at our social medias, people, how many of y'all seen us post like 10 times a day? Like 10 times a day, and we would do that shit for like, we don't post that much today, but we did that shit for like a year straight. You can't, like, every single one of y'all could probably say, damn, they really did post like 10 times every day for like a year straight. Because even if the videos aren't getting a lot of views, we still understand the law of reciprocity. When I give, I receive. And that's really what it is. The more value you put out, I don't care about the amount of views or none of that shit. So many people get consumed with that. Can you shut my door, sir? Can you shut my door, sir? Thank you. So many people get consumed with that. You can't. You can't care about what anybody else is thinking about you when you're posting your content and you're getting 5 views. You can't. Because you know in the back what's going to come from it, because it is a law, a universal law which cannot be changed. That's all it takes. Everybody be like, looking around. Let's get to work. 30 minutes, you can do 30 minutes, the amount of video content that you can create, especially when it comes to short form content on YouTube or on TikTok. And that same short form content, we could take it and post it on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. And we don't know which one is going to change. Y'all, I was trying to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube for literally 7 years. I got to 1,000 followers last year off of one post, and I went to like almost 3,000. But I was trying for 7 years, and I couldn't get there. I don't know exactly what Key said. I don't know which one was going to pop off. And the post that popped off, it wasn't even me. It was the African young bulls dancing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mixing every piece of content that I can. Like, even, like, think about that. I'm trying to take comedy that people like would laugh at, but also use it as education for my people. Because people can't like they can't get over like entertaining themselves, and what entertains you trains you, right? So if I could like sneak in there with the comedy and then entertain them, I fucking won. But it takes me and dedication and intention of sitting down for 10 to 15 minutes and say, let me make like, okay, I'm scrolling for no reason on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. Just the other day, we was in a little group chat, and I seen some comedy on my news feed. I'm not gonna sit back there and just keep consuming. I immediately downloaded the same video that I thought was funny, and then I incorporated what I wanted to say in the video. Because if I'm gonna laugh, shit, most likely my audience is gonna laugh because they're just like me. Because I'm trying to get people that are like me and think like me, right? So the shit is all intentional. You can make any fucking thing happen for yourself. You gotta follow the principles. How much value are you putting into the universe? When I got into this game, there was a dude. His name was Dare CEO. One day he's gonna be in here, but he had a chipped tooth, and he was walking through the streets of Philly with the whiteboard teaching people this process. And I'm like, shit, if he's doing it, I could do it. But the amount of value he was putting intentionally, walking around to the hood, like literally if you Google like or YouTube Kensington, Philadelphia, these was the hoods that he was going into, and just educating people on it. So I'm like, shit, if he in the hood, I can at least hop on Zoom. I can at least call up a Zoom meeting with my people. Like, please, you feel me? So that's the difference, That's the difference. It's like intentional. Where are you going to create your moment like that where you can always look back and point and say, look, I said, everybody, I'm done fucking around. Everybody, I'm calling a meeting. Even you got to pull up at their house. When I became an entrepreneur and like actually started like making a little bit of money like from entrepreneurship, I had we have like all of these different like desktop computers, right? So when I was younger, I had a desktop like that, and I had a Honda Accord or some shit, and I used to bring the laptop or the desktop with the box. It had the box back then, so I'm bringing the monitor plus box, and I'm pulling up at everybody's house. I'm like, look, this is entrepreneurship. You feel me? They making 50,000, 100,000 a month. You at Burger King right now, bro? I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear it. This is what we need to do. But I intentionally pulled up at everybody's house. If you went to my high school and you was a get money type dude, I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. You get money? It's the same thing with credit. It's like everybody that think they get money, they could get way more with credit. As simple as that. It's like, so I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. I got some shit I gotta teach you. You don't know about it. And if they don't listen to me, fuck it. I can at least say I did it. I tried to put you on. Can't say I didn't try to put you on, right? And that's the same mentality. Sorry for the rant, you guys, but it's hard as shit to teach because that's how I literally operate. I was the dude that went to everybody's house knocking on it. Yo, so I believe if you're not putting out that same type of energy in some way or form, it could be the crazy shit is like when I was doing that shit, there was no Zoom. A lot the people be using this Dispute Fox, Dispute Panda, Metro 2, all even consumer law. When I first got into credit, bro, no one knew consumer law. It was really about them letters. Like it was really the 609 letter. 609 letter. I don't even really know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it was the 609 letter. Seriously. So all of the advances in technology and shit that we have at our fingertips today, like, think about it. I couldn't call those meetings on Zoom 10 years ago. Even 8 years ago, there was no fucking Zoom. Maybe on Skype. Maybe. You feel me? Maybe. But Skype was funny. Everybody was changing their password. You see, Skype fell off real quick. Skype fell off. And if you don't operate and move with the times that we're in and take advantage of the opportunities that are right in front of you, unfortunately, you will fall off as well. We have to constantly keep shifting. That's why I'm asking you guys, like, what funnels and shit are you guys using, guys? Like last year, I had a multiple 6-figure funnels, and what I'm trying to figure out is like, yo, is there a funnel that maybe haven't told y'all about that you could utilize to use? Like shit, that's the only reason I'm here. You guys could be doing 5-day challenge funnel, 2-day summit funnels. We did a 2-day summit, promoted it for like 3 days, and made 15K plus. I think maybe it was like 17 or 18 in like 2 days of work. So I'm just trying to figure out where y'all at so I could give y'all these frameworks. But if no one's giving me any feedback, there's no point in like teaching more frameworks. Y'all still stuck on the old framework, maybe.
Are you done yet?
Yeah, when's your class?
I need water. I need help. I'm swimming.
All right. Yeah, guys. I think I might do a class in like another week, but we'll definitely have a class in 2 weeks. I don't like this like Dom has a class the same night type shit. So I don't know. I might try to switch that up or whatever so that I can give you guys more value. But I want you guys come with questions next time so I can just answer all of them real fast. But I have to go help Dom with the next class.
Wait,
So,
I do got a question. I got a question.
okay. Cool.
What prompt do you give ChatGPT for the workflows? So
Which
like
type
when
of
you're creating like if you're creating an email campaign to sell like the DIY course, what will be your prompt for ChatGPT?
you have to tell ChatGPT everything that's inside of your course, like all of like the modules. So like say, hey, I have a course, blah, blah, blah. It is focused on this. This is the result of the course. And then these are the modules inside of the course. These, and then say like these are the 5 main things that people will be learning inside of the course. And then tell it to then, based off of the information that I just gave you about the program, create a 7-day follow-up email campaign. And it should break it down pretty nice. It might not be perfect. And once it gives you one and you don't like it, just tell it give you another variation of it.
All right, thank you.
Yep, great question. All right, y'all. I have to help her. So see y'all at the top, not from it. Come with a lot of questions next time too. I'm not trying to snooze up here. Like SZA.